So Mona and I were having a conversation, and I told her that there was some stuff we were doing for special needs children, and I posted about it and I share it a lot when we did before COVID and all that mess. And she said, "Well, there's this gentleman. His name's Tony. You need to meet him." And I'm like, "Really?" And she started telling me your story. Nobody tells a story better than you, so I'm going to let you kind of recite your testimony, your story, how you came to right where you're at right now. And I hear it's very exciting and very inspiring, and I'm all about the kids. So I'm going to turn it over to you if that's okay. Are you okay with that? You cool?
Look at that smile on her face. You got it. Let's rock and roll.
All right, then you go ahead and tell us how it all began.
Well, Carmen is currently 27, and she was born in 1994, and she was a little over a pound. And when I brought her home, actually, she could fit in my hand from my middle finger to my wrist. And after I calmed down a little bit, first thing I did was, Italian people are like over the top clean, most of them. And I'm like, oh, I got to give her a bath. So like, where in the heck am I going to give her a bath? So I got out a salad bowl and doggone you, Mona, a bunch of washcloths. And I put them in the bottom of the salad bowl, gave her a bath, hooked her up to everything that she was hooked up to with Brady monitors, special foot supports, neck supports, all this stuff. And she was only as, I don't know, a couple inches long. So we can fast forward a little bit. We knew there's something going on unique with Carmen. And,
This is your daughter, honey?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Her middle name's Carmen Nicole I. Campbell.
Gotcha.
27 years ago, doctors were still struggling to understand autism, pervasive developmental delay, the neurological effects, so on and so forth. It took us 11 years to get a diagnosis of Carmen. She was at Duke University, Cleveland Clinic Foundation, University of Cincinnati, Columbus Children's.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, one evening, when she was 11, we got a call from a neurologist and said that he figured out that Carmen has what's called 2q37 syndrome, which is a rare genetic condition, only 200 in the world. And they found something. Prior to that, Carmen was having seizures. Carmen was displaying things that I don't think medicine really knew what to do with at the time. So she went on certain medications, yada, 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 yada. As life progressed, and there's many more things to tell you, but I learned a lot about what goes on and what doesn't go on. And I'm a very passionate human being. And what I figured out was Carmen could stay in school until she was 22. But then after 22, the intellectual and developmental disability community nationwide refers to 22 as the cliff. The cliff is a period of time when, for the first time in your life as a parent, your child's not going to be around a school administrator or a PhD or a master degreed individual, so on and so forth. So, okay, it's like, what's going on next? So I actually started when Carmen was 18. And I looked around. I went to places that I wasn't invited to. Who cares? And
I've done a few of those too. I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, It's the old adage, if you don't do anything wrong, you don't have to worry about anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to visit, and it became very obvious to me that I didn't much like what I saw. There were good people doing perhaps maybe the best work that they thought they could. Well,
Okay, let me just clarify that really quick, because I'm figuring whoever's watching the video will question like I am. What
yes,
exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for a program that would facilitate Carmen's needs as she transitioned into adulthood.
Got it. Okay, now I totally understand what you're saying.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm a spiritual person. Um, I'm uniquely
Amen
wired.
to that. I just want to say amen to that. Go ahead.
Thank you. And something happened when I went to one of these places. I always seek out the little guy, or I seek out who needs the most. And this facility that I went to was very active with many people, but I didn't see all of them doing what I thought they needed to be doing. Long story
What did
short,
you think? Hold on. What did you think they needed to be doing? What were you looking for? What
more
was
structure,
got it?
um, less babysitting. Oh, let me say that again. Beep, 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 beep. Less babysitting. They're
Gotcha.
not babies.
Right.
They're human. Our, our clients are human beings.
Right.
And I understand the compassion, the empathy. No one gets it better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
But it becomes to a point when we treat an individual neurologically typical or non-neurologically typical, when we start to do everything for them, there's no growth with them.
Right.
The ethos for our organization is live, work, and purpose.
Right.
So I'm in this facility, and there's a gentleman. I'm almost 6'4", 250 pounds. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a shrimp. And there's a guy standing in the kitchen of this facility, and he has his head down, and he's twice as big as I am. And I really just stood back from afar and studied him. No one was talking to him. There were employees at this facility that were not engaged psychologically. They weren't engaged physically. Long story short, in true form, I went and I put my hand on his ear and cupped it and said something in his ear that I will not share with either one of you or the general public.
Gotcha.
Well, he stood up and he looked at me. Said, "My name is Mike." So I said, "Mike, what in the heck is happening?" And we had a full-blown conversation, and no one was paying attention to him. Within a matter of about 5 minutes of speaking to him, if you can picture, the saint Francis of Assisi with his arms out and the birds gathering on him and everything, all of a sudden, everybody in this facility is standing around me. Woo.
Now I don't know. I got to jump in when I have questions, because I'm sure
Yeah.
questions.
I became very overcome.
Okay, so they came around you because why? Why did they
Talk to me, sir. Hi, my name's Mona. My name's Jerry.
So
my
they
name's
were hungry.
Jack.
So the kid that were these the autistic people?
Yes, they were folks that were non-neurologically typical,
Right.
male and female.
And they were acting hungry for attention and love and care, right?
Oh boy, hungry isn't the word for it.
Wow. Okay, so because I hear there's some amazing, exciting stuff that you're dabbling with and
Well,
launching and doing.
if you get on our website, which the new website just went up 2 nights ago,
Okay.
and it explains everything very clear.
I'll have a link
And a
down
little
below. Do you know the name of the website so people can visit?
Oh yeah, www.autismpower.org. It's very
Okay.
simple.
I'll have it down below. There'll be a
Autismpower is
link.
one word.org. I sold Autism Power to the food bank, and we became part of a 7-acre, truly horticulture Disney World, if not. I mean, when you see the prints, it's just incredible. And it's in downtown, 7 acres. And we will have our first production greenhouse there, which is a pilot greenhouse. It will have 3 different systems: aeroponic, hydroponic, towers down the middle.
Oh, you mean Tower Gardens, Tower Farm?
Oh, yes, sir.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Now it's all making sense.
Which I all learned about from the one and only MH.
Right there.
So, yeah, the one. Where is she?
Yeah, she's
No.
there. I'm just kind of, I feel like Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
So Mona is the one who brought us together. That's why she's here today.
Correct.
I didn't want the people going, why is that lady over there not saying anything? Because
so, it's just exploded. We'll have 3 types of systems: aeroponic, hydroponic. It's incredible what's going on in the reception from the community. We are 110% employment driven with a model that does not exist. What that model did was bring together all the agencies in the disability world together. So we are, one of our streams of income will be payment for services rendered for people who need our support.
Right. So let me jump in really quick and ask you, I try and think like anybody who's watching this video.
Yeah. And I'm not good at that stuff.
No, it's all good. I'll be the idiot. I'll dumb it down for everybody.
Great.
So
Thank you.
This is great. So you're literally building a farm so that special needs children and possibly adults can therapeutically grow stuff and build.
Yes, transition age adults. It'll be open to the public.
Oh my God.
And
that's
we are going to be the only entity on the 7 acres that the Mid-Ohio Food Bank, rebranding as the Mid-Ohio Food Initiative, has invited us on the property. I don't know how to even explain that.
Well, I will tell you exactly. The Tower Gardens, I believe in them. I love them. But the exciting thing about you, Tony, is, and the reason I wanted to meet you and talk to you was because of the kids, because of what you're doing, because I know the need just on my little corner of the world. I can't believe it. This is a great thing, and I think everybody should know about it. That's why I'm doing it.
If you go on to our new webpage, you'll see 4 testimonials on the front. And those moments are so moving for me. I broke the industry habit. I might get sued. I don't think we will. We use everybody's name too, just not ma'am or sir. I figured if you're going to talk to me and take the time to write a letter and put your name on it, we should be proud of you and proud of your family members. Right. So their names are all there. You'll read one in particular that's pretty moving, and she said we changed her life. I've lived that life. I know what it's like to have to do some of the unpleasant things that exist when you have a family member with a disability. I can assure you I never thought I would have to administer Diastat to Carmen. I mean, I'm not in control. I'm just a vehicle. God's in control.
Gotcha. You're just
I said something to them that our vision was to put 88 greenhouses in the state of Ohio, one in each county, to support the needs of folks. A lot of the funding has to do with what county you're in.
Anyway, so yeah, so we'll have more videos updating as we move along. We'll follow you. We'll brag about what's going on because we love the idea. And if somebody's still watching, I'm guessing they're definitely into this. So I know it's a
Thank
big
you,
need.
and I'm humbled.
I know it's don't get me started. I'm trying to hold it together. Through my church working with special needs children, it was huge. There's such a need. There's such a need because nobody thinks this way.
83% of children and young adults at transition age with intellectual and developmental disabilities are not employed.